It's time for Showbiz, and Miss G has joined me. And of course, the issue that interests me the most is that Miss Ghana was launched. I want to find out if she got to ask her questions and if she got answers to them.
Okay. So yes, like you said, Miss Ghana has been successfully launched 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
The questions kept flowing. The answers came, but if were answers to the questions we wanted, I don't know. But
so not satisfactory?
Not at all. Some of the things we were told to go and ask the people who are, complaining or making these allegations. And again, she says some of them have received their suits, some are yet to receive. She's asking that they meet in court and tell us more about all the allegations. So here's Inner Party speaking to the media.
As to the allegations, I must say it's regrettable, it's unfortunate, and it's sad. Nonetheless, whoever alleges first must prove. We've been waiting for these ladies to submit the names of the so-called big men that we send them to to sleep with them for sexual favors or sponsorship, what have you. We'll be more than happy once you submit that list to let the necessary law enforcement agents take it up, or we send it to the police. But nonetheless, our legal team is in process. I think they're in the process of serving them with writs. Some of them have received them, what have you. So the law will take its course.
You mentioned that Lazy Queens can't undertake projects and you don't support queens who don't have brains. Were you referring to Margaret Derry?
Miss Ghana brand has always symbolized beauty with a purpose. Every contestant, eventual queen or runner-ups are encouraged to uphold certain values or be an embodiment of certain values, again, in the sense that all the ladies we look out for must be intelligent, above all, must be passionate about service to Mother Ghana. And in the interest of service to Mother Ghana, it's selfless. It's not about car, it's not about crown, it's not about cash. The best person, respectfully, to answer those questions would be Margaret. Because as far as we are concerned, we've given every young lady the platform to serve Mother Ghana. And the queens, such as Stephanie Kakari, 2010, Giuseppina Nanekua Befi, 2013, Delali Kemavo, 2015, and Margaret Derry, 2017. They all said what? We send them out to big men for sexual favors before they sponsor. So we'll be more than happy. Prove to us, bring the list. We'll be happy to join you to the right security agents to let the right thing be done. So until then, our hands are tied, my dear. Nonetheless, based on those allegations, we have taken a legal action and it's in process.
Okay, so that's Inner Party. And during the launch, it would be good to let you know that her speech included that the ladies who never undertook their projects are lazy.
Oh, she said that?
She said that. And yesterday's statement, I don't know if you read the part where she said that, the Miss Ghana, some of them are saying that they are being used as sex object because they are beauty without brains. And I've been asking myself since yesterday, so who crowned them? I don't know. They are lazy, they couldn't. So, well, that's Miss Ghana. But Margaret Derry has written a long letter.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, she has. And now stating some of the things that she claims are reasons.
She gives details?
Yes, she gives details as to what happened when we were going to sign the contract, saying that, during the time they met, there were just 20 of them in the room. Some of them suggested that this contract be given to them to take to their parents and their lawyers. They were told by a certain Khadijat party, known as Inner Sister, that if they were not ready to sign, they should leave the place. Some of the things that were in the contract have not been given them. She describes Inner in this letter as a monster. So we are waiting in coming days to see what's going to happen, if they're going to head to court, if I don't know what's going to happen. So now Miss Ghana has been launched. But what we are not certain of is when the audition is going to take place, when the award, the contest will happen and all that. Later we'll get to hear all that, but it's been launched.
Oh, just launch. I thought typically when they launch, they're going to announce
all
dates.
Those details with packages. And then she said during her speech that Miss Ghana is not about car or cash, it's about service. So those who want to partake in this year, keep note or take note of that. Now, we've been speaking to someone who also organizes. Yes, she organizes. She has a franchise for Miss Universe. She was once Miss Universe.
Yeah.
And that's Ina Minaye Donko, wife of Sule Muntari. She's been speaking to Mama V about, you know, these beauty contests. What's the deal? Is it the right thing for these contestants after winning?
You need to go out there
to look for
solicit
sponsorship. Here's what she had to say.
In terms of raising sponsorships on their own, we don't allow that. That's not their job. That's not their responsibility. It's the organizers. Like, this is what we do. Is our work. You know, what you as an individual, you know, young lady, what you need to do is you need to be mentally and physically ready. It's a competition. You know, I always relate it to football because being married to football, you know, my husband needs to be focused before a game. You can't have him, you know, for instance, changing diaper or bathing the child whilst he has a game, you know, in a few hours. It demands, you know, the presence, the attention, mentally and physically. Is a competition. So they don't have to do much in the sense of helping the organizers, you know, come up with sponsorship. No,
but you've heard that it happens in other pageants.
Yes, I have. But you know, the thing is, I try to not listen or, you know, get too involved with other pageants because there's always two sides to a story. You know, I don't judge an individual because someone said something about them.
Okay, and again, she was on radio later this evening, earlier this evening, to talk about how hair prizes, you know, are for keeps. You know, when you win the car from Miss Universe, you have it for keeps, everything. Okay. And she says the current queen, which is Ruth Kwashi, had her closets changed entirely. She only had to be there as in body. That's all. And you know, she's in Italy now.
Okay, so how's she able to pull it off without having her, you know, beauty queens misbehaving?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. And people are saying that, okay, maybe this is just the first time that you've done, she's held the Miss Universe contest. Let's see what happens, you know, subsequently. Maybe there's money now. We don't know who the sponsors are. So maybe she's, you know, she's got in now. But I know that Ruth Kwashi is in Italy modeling for some brands. So maybe they're making money and then they will have to split percent. I don't know what the details are, but I assume that maybe they split percentages and then it comes back to Miss Universe. I don't know. I don't know. That's about her brand. But Israel, if I asked you to tell me what fornication is, would you be able to define clearly what fornication is?
Yeah, fornication is when you're sleeping with somebody who's you're not married to. You're not married to.
I mean, the other party too is not married. Two unmarried people?
No, it doesn't have to be two unmarried people.
But I thought if you're married...
One unmarried person with a married person, still fornication.
So the married one is committing adultery whilst the person is fornicating. I think that you should hear this definition by Ben Bracco. He says it's not fornication. It is something that you would love to hear.
Sex, from my definition, and the Bible says
sex before marriage.
Yes, and the Bible says don't.
It doesn't
fornicate.
say sex before marriage.
It doesn't say
that's
sex.
Not fornicate. For the married, we said the Bible says it's called adultery. So it means that fornication is not for.
But for what the Bible says is that do not fornicate, which means. Okay, so let's take fornication as a definition. It says don't. It's just a consensual agreement between two people to have sex. So the Bible is saying don't do that before you marry.
Really? It says don't fornicate before you get married?
Yes.
Where in the Bible?
No, not before. It didn't add that.
And I'm telling you that fornication is not just having sex. Having a loving sexual relationship with somebody. It's not fornication.
What do you call that?
Fornication is when even if it's because you can marry 10 different women.
Okay, so that's Ben Bracco's definition of fornication.
Make a walk up pass.
You want to walk up past this one. But the one that will amaze you most is what DKB had to say. DKB actually tells us that he's a senior fornicator.
Oh, yeah.
That married to the talk giri, nothing there inside.
Why, you married before?
Oh, no, I didn't see her. It be normal.
You just see her from outside. You don't know what goes on there.
Marriage is just a relationship with a bunch of people who came to eat jollof, period. That's just what it is. What changes? Do you have your grandfather sleeping in the bed with your wife? No. It's the same person you were doing lobby with. What changes? or the plans to build a house, properties, or how you are portioning money. That one is your basic common sense. I tell my friends who are married that, listen, the marriage is the beginning of sex, my guy. Don't let your stomach come out. And you see how your wife will have headache over you.
Or are you celibate, or you're doing the do?
Celibate, what's that? Celebrity.
Are you doing the do?
Yeah, look at my face.
Oh, you're sleeping
I'm
with
Mr. Do.
You're sleeping with your girlfriend.
Sleeping, who told you you are
or
sleeping?
you're making love.
No, I don't sleep.
What do you do?
How can you do the thing and sleep?
So what do you do?
One bunny or get sleep. One kucho, sleep.
Do you
I'm not those people who sleep with women. You are lazy. If you're a man, you sleep with a woman, you're lazy.
You're lazy. What do you do?
Sleep with her. What's wrong with you? You are sleeping with her.
DKB, per your analogy, you admit that you fornicate.
Yes, senior fornicator me a day.
So he's a senior fornicator. And he said, I didn't realize that thou shalt not fornicate is not part of the 10 Commandments.
Is it not?
It's not. Thou shalt not commit adultery is there.
Okay.
But thou shalt not fornicate is not there.
It's a giving.
It
doesn't have to be in there.
So,
it is implied.
So people can.
No, but we're not actually living by just the commandments.
No,
We're living.
But you know why I said that? DKB said if it was part, only 7 people will go to heaven. Only 7 men will go to heaven.
Which 7 men are those?
The ones who won't fornicate. Anyway, thank you for having me.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. G.